Hi, everybody. We are the Reservoir Frogs, and we're going to tell you a tale of high ambition and low morals. To get us started, we're going to need three suggestions. We're going to start with an object that something that you could lose in a poker game. Ah, I love it. Swim trunks. And next, we need a location that you could find, like a business or building or place that you could find in a small town. The city center square water fountain. And finally, we need a relationship that we could find between two people. And great, that's wonderful. The relationship is between a lifeguard and the mayor of the city. Thank you. We are Reservoir Frogs.
Well, hello there, everybody. I am Stephanie Simpson. Ah, and oh man, I just wish I could always live in summer. I love splashing around in all the water. I want to have a job in the water. I sort of have a job in the water. I mean, theoretically I can rescue people, but in practicality I haven't. So I'm just gonna stay here out of the water, I guess.
Hi, I'm Toby Schwartz. I'm the local lifeguard in this small town. We've got two pools, a kiddie pool, just about 2 feet deep, maybe 5 feet across. It's kind of tiny. It's got a mushroom in the middle, like fountain. Kids love it. It's nice. We got a half-sized Olympic pool. It's half the size of an Olympic pool. You know, but people come and swim here all the time, and I'm pretty proud of the job we do. It's it's good.
Mayor McFry here. You see, for too long, this town has been, well, if you say we are an aquatic town here. There is much of our industry here is built around aquatic tourism, aquatic industries, aquatic this, that, or the other thing. Hell, the newspaper is something aquatic. I don't know, they print it on water. I don't know how they do these things. But we've got to be more ambitious here, people. You see, it's not like water always falls from the sky. Some days it doesn't fall at all. And well, the truth is really people is that the water really isn't falling from the sky anymore. And well, I just need to figure out a way to get the water running again before the people find out our whole livelihood is about to dry up.
Stephanie Simpson, I just like looking pretty near the water with the sun on me. I'm also worried I might have to do more than that.
Toby Schwartz, head of the swimming pool. Um, Concerned that our mayor really wants this to be an aquatic attraction town, and gosh, we're not by a coast or a lake or even a small stream. Yeah, we're kind of a desert town. It's hard. I'm really hoping that I can maybe get him to spend a little money on the local pool. Maybe that would help him. But it's expensive keeping up a pool in the desert.
Mayor McFry, God, I hope the rains bless us down in our little town here. I've been trying to get tourism here in Watersburg for, God, I don't know, going on 24 years, ever since my first term, as mayor of the city, when I took it over from my grandfather. Uh, it was just, I was trying to build it up to be a big aquatic thing. You see, there was just that one pool that all the kids flocked to. And I thought, wow, we can be bigger than this. We can make a splash, so to speak, put this town on the map here, as Watersburg can be bigger than, I don't know, any of the other burgs like Pittsburgh or one of them other burg cities. But the matter is that we're trying. I'm just trying to squeeze every last drop I can to make water tourism the thing here and expand beyond just that pool, like having water parks and, I don't know, fountains that squirts all over the place like they did when I went to Chicago when I was younger.
Well, it's not that I don't think we could potentially do water tourism, but we're not a water anything. I mean, it costs thousands upon thousands of dollars every day just to have that kiddie pool and half of an Olympic sized pool. We would need local sources of water, which we don't have.
Well, I don't swim because I can't swim, and I can't swim because I've never been near water deeper than my waist deep. There are deeper pools and some natural water. Well, there used to be the natural water, but I never had to get under the water, under my head. And really, the water is just used to make my skin glisten more for better selfies and YouTube and TikTok videos. So I'm really just more into lounging in the water, I guess. And you don't need to swim if you've got a floaty. And if you fall off the floaty, you're still way above the water when you stand up. I mean, I know they say you can drown in an inch of water, but I just don't believe it. So I haven't bothered. So that's it. I'm just taking pictures.
The dreaded day when I had to announce we had to raise local sales taxes and property taxes and all the other taxes, even luxury taxes. The town, they did not appreciate that day. But the fact of the matter is we needed more money to escalate things. You see, that Toby kid, he was the most loud outspoken about it. Couldn't get him out of here. Oh, God, just wouldn't shut up. Talking about, you're being financially irresponsible. You don't know fiscal things from a hole in your head. And I told him, look, kid, the only way we're going to make a splash around here in tourism is if we bring in the funds to be able to build the infrastructure. And oh my God, that kid just would not shut up. The kid thinks he's like some sort of financial vizier or something like that. Couldn't get him to shut up. Tried to bribe him with a lollipop, but apparently 19-year-olds not into lollipops anymore.
Transporting water into town is a lot of work. And I like the mayor. I might have voted for him if I actually voted. but this it's hard. It makes me sweat. I don't like to sweat. I mean, yeah, there's a truck and all, but if I could just make the water appear. I mean, I like the water. I want it to be there. I'm doing what I can to help because I really need my TikTok and Instagram to take off. So I don't complain to the mayor. Like I said, I mostly support him, but it's just it seems more trouble than it's worth. I'm thinking I might need to move.
It was just, I'm not happy about it. Okay. I understand they're trying to bring money into the town, but that doesn't mean that they have to bleed their people dry just to put some water attraction. That isn't even a functional thing. I mean, the mayor was talking about putting a huge elephant in the middle of town in like a fountain, like 10-foot tall elephant up on its hind legs and its trunk kind of just spraying water everywhere. And that's just, where's that water coming from is my question. Where is it coming from? Do you want to just not have a pool anymore? Because we could just take away the pool and have a big water feature in the middle of town that no one can swim in. But that's fine, yeah, he just doesn't think things through, doesn't really have a plan, and doesn't recognize that he's already wasting money trying to keep this tiny water park together. And we've got maybe like 1 or 2 people that actually swim in this. I mean, we're a desert town. Most people don't know how to swim here.
Yeah, a brilliant idea that I had. Hey, see what we're gonna do to bring the water in, since we're having what the forecaster people tell me is a drought. What do they call them? Meteorologists, which is weird. You think that's a person who predicts meteors or something, right? But no. So I get this brilliant idea. We've got all of the sewage sitting in the plant, right? And we can just, I don't know, they just clean it up, right? And we can use that in our water features, right? We can give Toby his pool water, and then we can give water to the elephants in town and the rest of the aquatic parade. We'll have our own little aquatennial. I heard about that thing when I went to this little tiny town called Minneapolis. So you get it because it's small in the name. But yeah, that's how we're gonna be able to kick around the water some here, folks. Gotta think smart, not always kind of digging our heels in the sand like that Toby kid.
So I had to tell Toby something, right? How could I not? But it's obvious the water looks funny. So I just told him it was, like from wells deep in the earth. I mean, not that I know all the mechanics of wells, so at least he wouldn't expect me to explain that. But well water can stink. I've visited my grandparents like 2 hours away from here where they use well water, and it's not good. So that's people are believing it's well water. It's not sick water. I don't know, but I don't know that I want to be in this water anymore myself.
Well water. I know that's what Stephanie says, but where does she think I can? I didn't crawl out from under a rock. Okay, I know what well water is like, and I know what stagnant well water is like, and I know what shit water is like, and that's what we have. We have shit water. I mean, there's literal fecal matter in this water. I mean, we test the water in our pools. We have little things that say, oh, a kid pooped in here, you better get everyone out so you can put more chlorine in and clean it out. But no, this mayor just wants us to bathe in shit. And that's a choice he's making.
Well, clearly the mayor has to address the medical emergencies, and so when the constituencies came to me about children developing these weird rashes, well, I just told them, well, you know what it is? It's that Toby. He keeps talking about the chlorine all the time, and I'm like, That's the culprit. It's the chlorine in the water. You don't put things like that. It's like I saw on the YouTube. Too much fluoride in the water messes with frogs somehow, and you definitely don't want that. Putting too much chlorine in the water messes with the kid's skin. Oh God, it was just I had to do something. So I sent the local authorities to go talk to Toby and be like, you got to stop with the chlorine in the water because you're messing with everybody's skin. I mean, nobody else has had any other problems except these poor children who are now over flooding our hospitals because of Toby and his chlorine. It's like it's always causing problems, whether it be trying to come in here into the mayor's office or inject chlorine into water and infecting the kid's skin. It's just like, oh.
You know, I know what the mayor is saying, and you know he he ended up putting some sort of weird fountain in the middle of that town, and you know, kids are not getting sick at my pool. The cops came by, they looked at everything. My water is not the sewage water. We have our own water and we use proper chemicals. And they looked at it and they tested it and they had some people come in and do it. And so everyone knows my pools are clean. I keep good care of my pools. It's the damn fountains that they have all over now that are just full of shit water. And you know, maybe he should put some chlorine tablets in those. Maybe it'd be better. And I know kids are swimming in there because they keep finding random lost swimming trunks just floating around in all the pools out there. And you know what? I'm sick of it. I'm probably gonna move because I cannot maintain my sanity here. It's just, this place is wrong. And it's the mayor's fault. The mayor's fault. But you know, there's still some better people in this town too.
Yeah, I am so happy Toby wants to move. That gives me an excuse to move as well. Well, it gives me an excuse in my head. I have to find a way to tell him without freaking him out. But I could just say that he's so smart knowing about the sewage and everything, and that he will have a much better time elsewhere. And this town is all dried up. I mean, how can I play in the water when there's no water? Those stupid fountains, they even keep running out of the well water. They just like blow air and it sounds like farts, and it really is way too appropriate that it's I can't even pretend to play in those fountains. I've not made a TikTok video in weeks. I just, yeah, I'm ready to go too.
Well, it was unexpected. I had no idea that Stephanie would feel like that for me. I mean, I'm just a glorified pool boy. Who goes for the pool boy? I mean, I felt pretty good. Yeah, I mean, stay in a town long enough where people just don't appreciate the efforts you put into getting them clean water to play in, and hey, this cute lady who hangs out by the pool and takes pretty pictures. Like, I felt pretty good. Felt pretty good. Yeah. I thought about, maybe asking her out to one of the few taco places we have in town and maybe getting a bite to eat, but we'll see what happens. I mean, gosh.
Well, when those two lovebirds left town, it caused some problems around here. You see, it just well, there was no one left to run the pool, and well, I sold that off to try to get some more funds to clean up the water. You see, those folks down at the plant, they told me they were going to clean the water, and I kept trying to search all around Toby's old place to try to be like, I don't know, what is he doing to clean the water? Because it clearly ain't the chlorine. That stuff was giving the kids rashes. I saw it on a YouTube, so I know it's true. I don't care what the authorities were telling me. I have a bunch of crooked cops in there anyways. Had to fire the whole lot of them. which then kind of caused some concerns when people just started tearing apart stuff from the water park and nobody there to stop them with all their vandalism. It's been rough, you know. I don't know what to tell you, you know. They were like, I thought maybe, you know, someday Toby would get his act together and he could be mayor of this town after I served another 4 or 5 terms. But no, they just up and left to some town called Ann Arbor. Who the hell wants to live in Michigan anyhow?
Yeah, that taco dinner was the bomb.com. Oh man, Toby was so dreamy with his hair all mussed like he doesn't care and his retro cutoff shorts and oh my goodness. And yeah, we talked about leaving and my head was spinning and I thought that's was just my mind going wild and fantasizing, but this happened. And you know what? We also had our first kiss. Oh, yeah, so anywhere Toby goes, I'm gonna go, because you know, he's dreamy and smart, and I get to take all the water pictures I want, and you know, it's just all fun right now. This is so good. I do think Toby is on to bigger and better things though, but as long as I'm with him, that's all that matters. Oh yeah, well, my TikTok fans loved that I found romance. Well, most of them. I mean, you're always gonna have jealous haters, right? And some people tried to trash Toby, but no, they're just wrong. You know, it's a little old. The song's a little old now, but just shake it off. So that's what I try to do. Just shake it off and just listen to the fans that like my glistening skin with the polka dot bikini, because that's all that matters.
Yeah, I don't social media is really new to me, and Stephanie's she's so sweet. She's really trying to get me involved and looking at stuff that people post, and I let her take her pictures. I let her post what she wants, but you know, I'm a water conservation activist, and social media confuses me. Maybe it's my age. You know, I know I'm a little older, but she's sweet. It's cute. It's a fun hobby. It was. And trash talk. Well, people, you know, people don't understand and don't necessarily want to. I mean, it's easy to just ignore the importance of clean water and how, you know, we all need it. The world needs it. Clean water is important. And yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It was fine. I tough skin. I got tough skin.
Hobby is a weird thing to be called. You know, I thought he might call me his bunny or his, you know, water droplet or something. But I'm gonna I think I'm gonna be okay with it. You know, I do like his mind, and if I'm in his mind, that's a good thing. But you know, maybe my fans are right, and I should be top of his mind all the time. And somebody sent me a link on how to drown somebody in 2 inches of water, because I kept saying that can't be done. I'm not sure that these two things are connected though, but we'll see.
Oh, I had to make some phone calls to have people go after those 2 kids. You see, you know, I had my suspicions for a minute that maybe, you know, there was some ne'er-do-well going on there when they were doing their tackle box talk there in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And well, let me tell you something here. That is a tackle talk box. That is a dangerous website there, because it is owned by the Chinese government, and they will get into your minds and start making you spread all sorts of communism all around the place. So I alert the FBI boys and be like, look, that Stephanie and that Toby, They keep going on about communist water and stuff all around town, poisoning the minds of people there. No, well, they couldn't be bothered to help out their town now, could they? That is right. They abandoned their place. They instead run off to a place that looks like a crab claw for a state. Not like the good old state of Idaho where they were from. No, sirree. No, what the hell was wrong with Idaho? That's where potatoes come from. Potatoes need water. And those two were like, no, we don't want to help out our town. We want to go party with the college kids or something. But let me tell you, I know the authorities are going to go get those two because of all the communist propaganda that they are spreading on the social media. It is no good. Let me tell you that. I saw just one of them trying to do some dance from a game called a Fort Day or Fortnite. That's what it was. Yeah. Oh, oof.
Yeah, I know people are saying I tried to drown Toby. He was beginning to get on my nerves, talking to the college students more than me, trying to convince them to conserve water. And, it started to take a turn. He thought I was using too much water. So I was just trying to show him that just a couple of inches water is all I need, and it's really safe. And then somehow, whoops, he fell. And I had left to go get my other camera, and I'm just going to chalk it up to him being, 45 years old and kind of clumsy in a couple inches of water. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of bizarre. I mean, he remembers me having my hand on his head, but that was me lifting him up. But I kind of fell, and I did hold him down for a while. But not, that was an accident, okay? Accident. There's a lot of accidents that can happen in water. You really got to be careful.
Yeah. Wow. I don't really know what happened I mean, I know what happened, but it really came out of the blue. I was very shocked. I mean, she was taking a lot of baths and a lot of showers and posting a lot of pictures about it, which I guess that's what you do. You post pictures about your bath times. And all I did was say, maybe one quick rinse a day is all you need, or maybe take a bath once a week instead of every day. And she didn't like that. She screamed very loudly and threw her phone at me and hit me in the eye, and I fell, and it was kind of over the bathtub while she was still in it. And I mean, granted, she was being rather moderately conservative that day. She had maybe 2 inches of water and just kind of shoved my face in the water. And I at first I was thinking maybe she's just playing, it's fun. But no. She held me down. Luckily I can hold my breath underwater for about 5 minutes. So, I just waited until she got a little tired and walked out of the room, and I stood up and I'm old enough to know when to just let things go.
The day that the FBI showed up to arrest me, well, it was a sad day for Watersburg. I think that day they lost their best public servant, me. You see, well, it was whatever that propaganda that Toby and Stephanie were spreading while they were having a couple fights, because I followed them on the TMZ. Whatever propaganda they were spreading, well, it got on the internet, and people did what they call canceled me. So they got me, the FBI, convinced that I was doing some no good deeds by funneling monies all around, doing this there, laundering it. What do they call it, I guess? Embezzling funds from the city by raising taxes and just trying to build my own little water utopia. But all I was trying to do was trying to bring funds into the city and make it a better place. I was gonna make it, make it more wild than that Wisconsin Dells place. No, I was gonna put Watersburg on the map, but well, them nasty kids had different ideas, I guess.
There was this weird day where these two guys showed up. I thought they were fans of mine. They knew so much about me. And that was great. And I was ready to take some pictures with them and quick videos. But then they just kept wanting to ask me about Toby and where he was. And they wouldn't believe that I just didn't know. He walked away one day. They put handcuffs on me. I mean, and not in the, it's not like TV, guys. It's really not. And I mean, they took them off and everything, but when I promised to put them in some videos or to make private videos, I wasn't really sure what was going on there, but it was, it worked out. Some of the fans, though, were thrilled. This helped me. My real fans helped me by just, some of them are posting all the dirt Toby was doing. I mean, it didn't look that bad to me, but they were following him around, keeping tabs on him and telling me how much better off I was without him. I mean, there was kind of a shift in the fan base then. It's like all Toby haters, but as long as they love me, I can live with that.
Toby Schwartz hit a rough patch after Stephanie and I broke up. Turns out some of her fans started following me around and posting what I was doing, and guess some people who don't care for clean water really didn't like all the activism. And yeah, I've been living in a dumpster in the back of a liquor store in upstate Michigan. I'm by a lake, so during the day I like to go out and walk around it.
Stephanie Simpson, TikTok, Instagram, water girl. I still have a lot of followers and fans, but they're more anti-Toby than pro-me. I will build that back up again one day, though.
Mayor Jeremiah H. McFly IV, former mayor of Watersburg, now sitting in this cell for 6 months for what they call embezzlement and misappropriation of funds for a city. It's been sad. I've been getting reports from what the new mayor of the city has been doing. He's been dismantling all that. He has tried to contact that Toby rascal to give him back the pool that they were running. It has just turned into a shit show, for lack of a better words. Excuse my French. They have done stuff like install banks now and in public utilities. What do you need all that for when you can get tourism dollars, friend? This has not been a good time in the McFly lineage.
Hooray!
Oh, I actually did an ending there, and apparently it didn't unmute when I hit my space bar.
I was kind of wondering.